A look at my latest Black Friday finds continues. This time, my haul from Girder Records. We'll take a look at the vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, even videotapes. Yes, videotapes. All coming up. Stay where you are. Hey there, y'all. Welcome back to another Tim Talks Christian Rock. Tim Risto here. Hope you are having a great day and a great start to your week or whenever you happen to be watching this video. But I do appreciate you joining me today. If you would, please hit that like button. If you have not yet subscribed, take a moment to subscribe to my channel. It is very much appreciated. I am grateful that you chose to watch this video today. So lately we've been looking at all the Black Friday sales and finds, or pre-Black Friday or Black Friday week or Cyber Monday week, whatever you want to call these various sales. I'm just lumping it under the Black Friday banner for now. So we looked at Rock's records in previous videos, some great hauls that I got through them. Today we're going to take a look at what I got from Girder Music, another great resource for Christian rock and metal and a variety of other music as well too. So I got some good stuff. They had some good prices as well. And as I mentioned in the teaser at the beginning, I got vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, and even a videotape. So we'll take a look at all that and show you what I got. There's probably some favorites of yours in there or something of interest. So let's get going. All right, let's start looking at the t-shirts that I got. Girder did have some great sales prices on t-shirts. They had them priced to move, and one of them was Petra, right here, from the Best for Last tour, their current tour that I think they pretty well just finished up. As it says here, 1974, 2024, saving the best for last. I really like the font there on the shirt, on that lettering, and the logo is kind of cool too, a throwback to the old Come and Join Us Days logo that they've been using in recent years or recent decades. But this was $9.48 for that t-shirt. Also had a Human Code one as well. Great one from their new album, Human Code, Break the Silence. Kind of cool with the band photo there, the logo, and the album title. Nothing on the back on this one, but both of those were $9.48. The Petra one, I think, was originally, let me see here, originally was $25, I think. Looks like they sold out of that one. And the Human Code one was originally $32. I think they still have some of that, it looks like, and I believe they're still at that $9.48 price. So, again, I'd like to get some t-shirts. I don't have any, or I don't have many Petra ones, I should say. I do have the classic Petra gray one from back when the original classic Petra formed, and then I've got a CPR one from a more recent tour that they did earlier this year. So, I don't have a lot of Petra stuff. I got CPR stuff. So it was nice to be able to pick up that one, and obviously being that it's for this current tour that's pretty much over now, they want to move those t-shirts. So nice opportunity to pick up some t-shirts. They also had a gray Petra one too. I think it was Petra World Tour 1972 Forever written on the front, something like that. I wasn't as interested in that one, so I passed by on that one. But these were some nice ones to pick up. So if you're still looking for them, I think they're still on sale at the time of recording this video, so head on over to Girder Music and check them out. Mentioned in the teaser about picking up a videotape. Yes, I did pick up a VHS videotape right here of HM Video Magazine, Heaven's Metal Video Magazine. This was a deal back in the day. I don't even remember what year these came out. I don't see a year on here. There's a sticker here. Maybe it's under that. I don't know. But anyway, this is volume 4 of the Heaven's Metal Video Magazine. Kind of a cool thing. Features music videos from the band, sometimes special little video things that the bands do specific for HM Magazine. It says, after too long a wait, the HM Video Magazine series is back. Watch as this issue takes us into an isolated parking garage deep in the heart of Tennessee with Dale Thompson and Steve Kurtzinger of Bride. You'll see the rare psychedelic Super Jesus video and the Awesome Worm video. You'll meet Grandma Train poolside and see their video for the song I Believe. Listen to the members of POD as they define their purpose and sound and see their video, Selah. Travel to the mountains of Big Bear, California to meet the members of Black Ball on a crazy HM assignment. Spend a day snow skiing with Black Ball and try to get a story out of them. You'll also see their video Doesn't Matter. Next, you'll meet the members of Atomic Opera and get an idea for their attitudes on the arts, including tidbits from Atomic Opera member and HM columnist Kemper Crabb. You'll see their video, God of Hate. Lastly, you'll see a devotional given by Dale Thompson. So Atomic Opera was part of the reason I picked this one up, because I interviewed the guys Frank Hart and Kemper Crabb earlier this year on my audio podcast, Creative Christians. Check it out if you haven't. But I just kind of wanted to get this. It was $3.48. Most all of these HM video magazines, I think, have been digitized and are on YouTube at this point. But again, kind of fun to pick them up. I've also got volume 6, I think, on the way, which was, again, for like $3.48. And this is sealed, so they're brand new, you know. It's VHS videotape, but I may try and do my own digitization of it, see if I can get a good copy myself out of it. But kind of fun to have. All right, let's switch over to the CDs I got from this Girder music sale. First up is Petra 50. Girder had sales on a number of great little box sets. This is their 3 CD box set that they put out for the 50th anniversary. Includes, the 3 CDs plus a nice little booklet in here. This was $12.48, normally I think $25. They had sales on a number of great box sets, this one as well as John Schlitt's History. Rob Castles has a 3 CD set, a number of different things that were nicely priced at right around that $12.48. I think it again amounts to about half price on most of these. So really good deal. I'm late to the game picking this up. Many of you probably have had this for a long time. I really hesitated because I've got all this music already on CDs and vinyl. You know, I've got original CDs of all the Petra albums, plus the remastered CDs. I've got original vinyls of most of the Petra albums, and now all the remastered vinyls. So picking this up was not a priority, but when the price dropped to $12.48, I thought, okay, I'll do that. Plus, as kind of a semi-completionist, I'd previously picked up on eBay a year or two ago the Petra 40th anniversary little collection here, which is just a 2 CD set. But again, it was kind of neat set to have for the 40th anniversary. I really like the way they handled the old Come and Join Us logo on the front there. They reused it again here on the 50th, just made it a little more 3D looking. But anyway, I thought, well, now I've got both 40th and 50th anniversary sets. I think there's a deluxe edition of the 50th set. Really wasn't as concerned about that. I'm starting to get out of collecting the cards because I just don't have anywhere to put them. But, nice to have this. Also, I think the booklet that comes here with this 3 CD set is very similar to the large size booklet that they put out with the big vinyl box set of 50, which I didn't want to invest in that because, again, I've got all the vinyls, so I'm really not interested in the big box set. Looks like a nice set, though. But so I've kind of got probably the gist of that booklet that came up with that set here. So this is a nice solution to me, or for me. So again, I've got those, and $12.48 was a good price to pick that up. While we're on Petra, let me go ahead and hop on over to vinyl real quick. I did pick up this vinyl release of 50 Years, the single vinyl edition that Girder and Limited Run Vinyl had put out. This was kind of in response to fans who said, hey, we can't afford the big box vinyl set that I referenced earlier, which was, a couple $100 or more probably now. So I can't afford that, but we would like some kind of, Petra anniversary set on vinyl. So to their credit, they put out this single vinyl edition, which includes 14 tracks as kind of an overview of Petra's 50-year history, which is pretty tough to do. They did include 2 tracks on here that were not part of the box set. Track number 1 on side A, Lucas McGraw, kind of a funny one to include, but they put that on here. And then the Coloring Song, which surprisingly was not on the box set. So those 2 are included on this vinyl. Of course, in the remastered vinyl editions that they put out of vinyl and, of course, CDs, those tracks were available there. And I've purchased all the individual vinyls, so again, I really was not concerned about getting the box set. By and large, if you've got the individual remastered vinyls that Girder put out, you've pretty well got everything that's on, the big box set as well. You don't have the booklet, of course, but that's why I picked up that CD, like I mentioned. But this is a nice alternative option because you get the big cover art of the 50-year logo. You get some nice vinyl tracks. You get a cool little insert, which again I think probably has some similarities to some of the elements of the booklet. And you've got, of course, the lyric sheet. And then the paper sleeve, you get the nice colored, black and purple colored vinyl. Matches what they did, I think, for the vinyls in the box set as well. So nice option for us fans that didn't want to shell out for the huge box set, which again is a nice set. I'm not knocking it at all, just not something that I wanted to invest in. All right, let's hop back on over to CDs, kind of along the Petra front as well, or speaking of Petra. I picked this one up, The Union of Sinners and Saints, or better known as the mashup of Petra and Whitehart. This was their second album, One More Shot, I think put out this year, I believe. No, last year, 2023. And this features, of course, John Schlitt, lead singer from Petra, Billy Smiley of Whitehart, and a couple of other guys from Whitehart, one of the versions of Whitehart, as kind of a mashup band. And this is their second album, like I said, One More Shot. Their first one, I don't remember if it was self-titled or if it had a title. I don't have that one. But this is more kind of interesting sound. It's kind of an indie, independent rock kind of style of sound, a little more praise and worship kind of music, although with a little more upbeat vibe to it. Some rock elements to it, but not as much as what I really want out of, Petra and Whitehart. But again, something unique for them, something different for them to do. Appreciate these guys getting together and making some cool music. There are some nice songs on here, just not my great favorite cup of tea or whatever. But interesting to see them get together. I think this kind of developed out of the fact that Whitehart may have been looking at kind of a reunion sometime back, before Union of Sinners and Saints formed, and there's some division in the Whitehart band. So without knowing all the details or going into any of that, which I don't know about anyway, other than the fact there is some kind of division in the band, they didn't form as a proper reunion, I guess you could say. So I think that's probably part of how John Schlitt got involved, and they formed this band to kind of do something a little different. But again, kind of unique. I mean, this CD comes with a little card too. It's interesting, both Schlitt and Smiley are the only ones pictured on most of the the cover art and inside graphics and everything. I think some of the other guys that were involved in the first album are still listed here. I think they're still part of it. Yeah, you've got Jason Fowler on guitars, lead and background vocals, Jason Crone guitars, programming, Anthony Sally on bass, and John Knox on drums. So I think Fowler, Sally, and Knox for sure were all part of version of Whitehart. Crone, I'm not sure. I don't remember if he was involved with Whitehart. But anyway, I assume that only Schlitt and Smiley are pictured here because they're the only ones that could get together for the photo session, probably. I guess by the title, too, One More Shot, it sounds like this is kind of their last album for Union of Sinners and Saints, just kind of a short-term project. I'll have to pick up the first album at some point. Anyway, they had this on sale, $4.48 for the CD, and I think they have the black vinyl release of this also on sale, or did, for just under $20. Also picked up this Legends Remastered edition of Grave Robbers' Inner Sanctum. I spoke about picking up the vinyl edition of this in a recent video as well from Black Friday sale. But again, this is kind of the Alice Cooper Kiss kind of styled band that has an interesting stage presence to it. So again, I had the vinyl edition of this and decided to pick up the CD because it was also $4.48 for this jewel case edition of it. So maybe I've got the vinyl and the CD to enjoy. I don't think there's any card or anything with this one, but again, just a nice Legends Remastered edition of Grave Robbers' Inner Sanctum. Also, in one of my previous videos, I talked about picking up a bunch of Mass albums on vinyl, including this one here, Fighter. I picked up the white vinyl edition of that over at Rocks. Well, here, Girder offered the CD, remastered CD. I believe it's remastered, pretty sure. Remastered CD edition of Fighter as well. And this was $6.48 for this one. And what's nice is this CD does have a lot of extra tracks on it that the vinyl, of course, doesn't have. Criteria Studios rough mixes are tracks 11 through 18, 11 through 17 actually. Track 13 it says was previously unreleased, and then track 18 is a live track called Holy One. So again, some benefits of having the CD over and above the vinyl. I'm glad to have the white vinyl edition, but it is nice to add this too. And again, for $6.48, I couldn't pass that one up. Also, speaking of Mass, I went ahead and picked up this Retroactive Archives, I believe it is, edition. Yes, Retroactive Archives edition on CD of Mass Voices in the Night. I've already got the photo disc of this on vinyl I picked up earlier this year, last year, from a different Girder or Boone's sale. And of course, I mentioned in another video recently too, I picked up the gold disc edition of Mass Voices in the Night from, I think that was from Rocks. If I keep all my sales and orders straight. So I'd already just picked this up, but then I saw that Girder had this Retroactive Archives edition for $4.48. And again, I just love this album so much. I don't think there's really anything different on this one. I think the tracks are all the same. Assumingly this gold disc edition, besides being on gold disc, maybe even sounds a little bit better. I don't know if it's been remastered from the Retroactive Archives edition, but either way, it's just, I love this band. I love this album so much. It's nice to have a couple of editions, especially at those prices. And last but not least, I picked up this CD. I haven't even opened it yet. All for the King, which this one was $8.48. And this is a band I am not familiar with. I believe they're a newer band. It says here the new album from Swedish melodic heavy metal band All for the King, featuring guest vocals by Ulf Christensen of Jerusalem. Of course, I know Ulf Christensen, I know Jerusalem. I think he's just on one track, but this is produced by Eric Tilling. Not sure who that is. Probably somebody I should know. We'll have to get to know. But this is a band I've been hearing about lately. The name kind of keeps floating around circles online and elsewhere. And so I thought, at that price, I'll pick it up and check it out. So a number of albums, actually, that Girder offered in this sale that I thought, I'd love to pick that up because I'm not familiar with them and would love to check them out. But, of course, I got to keep within my budget, so I couldn't go overboard on that. But this was one I thought, again, for $8.48, I'd love to check them out and get to know them. I think they have a vinyl release of this as well. But I love a lot of these Swedish bands. There's been so many great Swedish rock, heavy metal, progressive rock bands over the decades, and there's been continue to be a lot of them to this day. And so I love a lot of that style of these bands coming out of Sweden. So look forward to checking this one out. If you've heard this one, what's a favorite song of yours off of it? Why do you like All for the King? Is there some track that I should start with? I don't even know if they have more than one album, but this one's Darkest Before the Dawn from 2024. It says the new album, so I don't know if they have albums before this, but feel free to comment down below. Let me know if there's something in particular I should pay attention to about this band. Okay, that does it for all the CD releases. I've got two more vinyl to show you that I picked up as part of this sale. One of them is Crumbacher's Escape from the Fallen Planet on vinyl. This is the original vinyl from Frontline from 1986. It was sealed. I opened it, of course, but it was still sealed. They've had these for a while. I've kind of waited for the price to get to that comfortable level. It dropped to $5.48 for this vinyl. I thought, okay, picking it up. I'd found a Crumbacher vinyl. I forget which one it was. I shared about it in a video not too long ago, but I'm not a huge... Oh, I know, it was Thunder Beach. That's what it was, Thunder Beach. I found that at a Half Price Books some months ago, picked that up. Not a huge Crumbacher fan, but again, I know their relevance in Christian music history. I did listen to them back in the day a bit, so it's kind of fun to have. And I'd seen this one on Girder for a while. Really didn't want to pay the price they were originally asking for it, but here when it dropped to $5.48, again, I'm like, okay, I'll add this to the collection, especially since I've got Thunder Beach already. So would like to get Incandescent, probably on vinyl at some point. But anyway, neat one for $5.48, being an original edition. Of course, it's in very good shape, has the insert and the vinyl with it. One I've listened to a little bit before digitally online, but look forward to listening to the vinyl a little bit more, getting more familiar with this album. All right, my final vinyl pickup and my final pickup for the sale and for this video is this vinyl edition here, Limited Run Vinyls Permission to Win First Time on Vinyl Volume 1. This is obviously a limited run vinyl release of, 14 different tracks, all stuff that had not been released on vinyl previously, right? So they decided to put them all out kind of in this collection. I think the hope was to kind of start a new series of vinyl albums like this where they can just release stuff that's never been on vinyl for a variety of different reasons. Neat idea. I looked at this a while back when they first released it, and I was kind of curious about it, tempted to pick it up. Never quite went for it because, again, I looked at some of the mix of artists. I wasn't over the top crazy about it. But one that did catch my eye right away was track number 2, Waking the Giant by Triton from Silent Tiger. I have that CD and that vinyl, and they had to leave a number of tracks off the vinyl release because it was a single vinyl release and they couldn't fit everything from that album on the vinyl. So when I saw that they had that one on vinyl, I was like, well, that's kind of cool. I think there may have been 2 tracks at least from Silent Tiger that did not make it on the vinyl release. So I thought, well, here's a way to kind of add that to it. And there are some neat tracks like Ordained Fate, which I don't think was ever on vinyl. Their song Let's Make a Deal is on here. Get Saved by Halo from Life Goes On is on here. I don't think they ever had a vinyl release. Deny the Fallen has Hands for War on here. Power by Eternal Decision. Nothing But the Blood of Jesus from Rock Power Praise, the Hymns Volume 1, which features Mike Lee of Barren Cross. So, I mean, there's some kind of interesting tracks. It's just the mix of them as a whole was something. The more I looked at it and considered it, I was like, I don't know if I want to invest that much in that. But again, here on sale when it dropped to, what was the price on this? Again, $5.48, just like the Krumbacher vinyl price. I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and buy it. And, again, the cover art is just the limited run vinyl logo, so it's nothing fancy. Probably to keep costs down, of course. They didn't do anything crazy. Band photos on the back and the track listing. So very simple. I haven't even opened it yet, so I don't know if there's an insert of any kind. But neat to have. And again, for $5.48, I'd definitely pick it up. All right, y'all, there you go. There are my vinyl CDs, T-shirts, and even videotape pickups from the Girder Records Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, whatever sale. But they had some great stuff. And again, some of these may still be on sale, so I'd highly encourage you, at least at the time of the recording of this video, they may still be on sale, so I'd highly encourage you to go check out Girder Records. Check them out anytime, of course. But right now, here on the holidays, probably coming up at Christmas and New Year's, they may have some more sales as well. So definitely go out and support Girder Records, support Boone's Overstock, support Rock's Records, all these great online sources for great Christian rock and metal on vinyl and CDs. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll go out and listen to some great Christian rock. Make it some, how about some Petra today? I had a lot of Petra in the mix. But above all else, y'all, remember, stay in God's Word. Blessings, y'all. Take care. Have a great one.